Yo, welcome to video 2, the Scottish Beer Channel. Got some feedback last week saying it's too serious. I'm going to try and not be so serious, but it's not easy when you're in the room speaking to a camera. The camera angle as well is it's a carry on. It looks easy to try to get these camera angles, and it zooms in too close on the iPad, and I just spent about half an hour trying to get a camera angle. Right, so this is video 2, Scottish Beer Channel. I keep forgetting what it's called, Scottish Beer Channel, video 2. This week, I'm going to look at beers to drink when you don't really fancy a beer or you want to have a coffee and stay awake. You know, Friday afternoon, Monday afternoon, Sunday afternoon, you know, whenever. And you think, oh, I quite fancy it. I don't really fancy a beer, I won't have a coffee, but you know, I need something with a wee bit of a kick. So, there's 2 cans I go for in this scenario. And I'm going to drink this one first, because it's a bit lighter. So this is the Chai Cutter Milk Stout by Tempest Brewery. Tempest are in the Borders, Tweedbank. They've got a big outdoor tap room garden thing, so I'm going to go down one day, I think. I really like Long White Cloud by Tempest as well, so I go to cans, 5.4%, so it's good just having a couple of cans if you're having a couple in a midweek. Can't really drink too many pints of it. So anyway, so that's the first one I'm going to drink, and then this one is the Mochaccino Stout by Pilot, who are based in Leith, and another really good brewery. They've got some other interesting beers. This peach Melba sour, which just tastes like a peach Melba yogurt. It's great. And they had an IPA just a couple of months back, which was really good as well. And other good beers. Anyway, let's just crack this one open. I mean, honestly, I've been trying to get this camera angle right for about half an hour, so I'm sitting here waiting to try and open this can. I should really have a spare can. I can just I can sit and drink when I'm waiting to get the camera angle sorted out. So I actually thought, so the other thing about these cans are quite handy for drinking in the street. So you're not allowed to drink in the street at the moment in Scotland. So it's quite handy if you just if you want to walk about. You don't want to be walking about swinging about a can of Tennent's or something really obvious, or even a 440 or a 500ml bottle. What you want is a nice little 330ml can. I mean, that could actually be a soft drink or a can of coffee, and they're all going about with their different energy drinks these days anyway. So what a mess I'm making. So anyway, these are both really good for that. If you really wanted, you could actually rip the little foil thing off. I'm just going to give this a clean. It's going to annoy me. So this is, I thought because it's Chai Cutter tea, it was actually going to be. I've only ever drank this out of the can. Maybe I could do another video on ideal drinking straight from the can drinks, because normally you would pour it in. You don't want to get gassed up, or you want to get the sediment at the bottom a good chance to swirl about. So anyway, I was kind of half expecting this to look like tea, but no, it just looks like a dark stout. It's very, very dark, almost kind of can't see through it. Jet black. Almost kind of off-white head on it as well. I'm going to give this a quick smell. I was thinking, I don't really go about sniffing my pints before I drink them. So I mean, I'm going to start sniffing all my cans at home. But anyway, I'll give it a sniff. It's nice. It's got that nice cardamom-y taste, smell. Oh, it smells good. Like a chai. a chai latte really. Yeah, it's definitely a cardamom-y smell. And I remember that from when I drank it before. So let's get in here and try this. Oh, it's great. It's great. It's got nice warm spices, and there's a sweetness as well. There's like lactose in this. There's nice sweetness in it, and it's good. I'm just looking at the can there, and there's a bit of cinnamon in there as well, and ginger. You can taste green cardamom, vanilla, cinnamon, fennel, ginger, black pepper, and milk sugars. It's really refreshing, really nice. It is just like drinking a cold, dark, slightly fizzy cup of tea. It's great. Perfect tonic. Right. Oh, it's great. All the flavours of the Indian chai spices. Right. So let's move on to this one then. This is the Mochaccino Stout. I'm always trying to work out how to pronounce this, and especially when I'm in the shop and I'm ordering one. Mochaccino. So Mochaccino Stout. I got both of these from Cornelius on Easter Road. Local off license. Really good range of beer. And it is the price of this got me thinking. I think these are both, they're around about 260, 280, something like that. So just to compare it again to buying a coffee, a flat white costs you about £2.80 or £3. So you're actually cheaper just getting a coffee stout than you are a flat white. So there you go. That probably says more about the price of coffee than anything else. So this is a I don't know what this is a milk stout, isn't it? So it's obviously going to be dark as well. So this is a stout again. So again, it's a bit fizzier actually. I think there's a bit more carbonation. Doesn't seem quite as thick. I think doesn't seem to be quite as jet black. You can see through that one a bit more, and there's definitely a lot more carbonation compared to that one. This one is a bit smoother, I think. Just on looks wise, smooth looker. I'll get the head on that's a bit more. It's like a bit more bubbly, carbonated. So carbonated. Oh, it smells great. It's like coffee is literally just jumping out there. It's great. It smells like a coffee. Brilliant. So it smells like it says in the tin. What a mess I'm making. Is it dripping things down the side of the cans? A bit messy. Again, great for just get a coffee, walk about in the street with this. Not that I've ever done that, obviously, but if you wanted to, you could. I think. Yeah, I just looking again. There's definitely a bit. It does look far smoother, this one. But it's a bit gassier. So I'll get stuck in now. It's camera. I'm just trying to keep my head in there. That's good. That's really good again. It is actually a lot smoother than I was thinking it was going to be with the carbonation. It's settled down a bit. It's like loads of coffee again. And there's lactose in this one as well. So the sweetness of the lactose is coming through, but the coffee taste is great. It's brilliant. Actually, I don't know which one I prefer now. I think because the coffee ones has a richer taste actually, so when you go back to that, it doesn't quite have the same punch, which I was expecting, so that's a bit lighter. This is great. Basically, instead of buying coffee, just buy buying flat whites, just get a can of this. And instead of getting a cup of tea when you're out, just get a chai cutter. I think cups of tea out aren't that great anyway, are they? People never get it quite right. So let's see what's on this can. Luxurious milk stout infused with raw and roasted cocoa nibs, vanilla, lactose and locally roasted coffee blend for our pals at Edinburgh Tea and Coffee Company. So cocoa nibs, so there's a bit of chocolate in there as well. Coffee, hops, yeast, vanilla and sea salt. Yeah, that's great. And there's a bit of bitterness to it as well. Nicely balanced out. I don't know if there's any hops in this actually. I didn't say, but interesting. Anyway, right, 10 minutes. I think that's it basically. I can't remember if I gave the first video one. You may remember. I think some people have watched it. There's a few views. I don't know if I gave the overtone explosions in the cry video beer an actual rating in the end. I can't remember. And I'm thinking, I wonder if I should bother rating beers, but I don't know. Probably better just rating them. And what do I do? Out of 5, out of 10, out of 100? So what, I'll go out of 100 for these two beers, out of 100. For the Tempest Brewery Chai Cutter Milk Stout, I'm going to go... That's great. It's like a lot lighter, creamier, it's lighter tasting than how dark it looks. I think that's why I thought it was going to be light. This idea of a kind of light milky tea. I'm just going to go for I'm just going to go 90 for the Thai cutter, and then for the Mochaccino Stout I'm going to go 90. Actually, I could have just gone 9 out of 10, but I want to give them both the same score. They're both up there. Not too. Some of these lactose beers sometimes be a bit sweet, but they're not too sweet either. So 9 out of 10 or 90 out of 100. 4.5 out of 5. Whatever you want to give, whatever you want to rate it. So that's it for this week. I'll see you for review number 3. If I can ever get this long finger, eh?